This post hit me today, crossed my path, from DeAndre Hopkins, who said to all the kids out there living in small towns and small houses with single parents, to the kids who see violence, who see loss, who don't get the resources they deserve, but who still have big dreams, know that I was a kid in your exact shoes, and this week I'm playing in the Super Bowl. Don't give up. Hard work. Keep believing. Where you start doesn't determine where you end up. How amazing is that? And a perfect way to bring in the man whose team has a chance to three-peat, but it is the first time for DeAndre Hopkins, who the Chiefs traded for in the middle of the season. Back here on the Rich Eisen Show, the CEO and chairman of the Kansas City Chiefs, Clark Hunt. How are you doing, Clark? I'm
doing great, Rich. It's so good to be on with you today.
And it's great to have you here. We last saw each other prior to kickoff. Wonder how that post from DeAndre Hopkins hits you, Clark.
Yeah, well, DeAndre's such a special person in addition to being an amazing player. And I think he's speaking for any number of veterans in the NFL who've never had a chance to compete in the Super Bowl. I know how excited he is. And we're very, very lucky to have him on the team. He came in and really helped stabilize our receiver core at a time we had a lot of injuries. And I have no doubt that we wouldn't be where we are this week without DeAndre's contribution.
Yeah, and just again, the journeys, it hits me in the gut when I see, opportunities made through the sport of football. Lives changed, families changed, addresses changed, and and I know you've been at the cross section of this for quite some time, and it's just something I wanted to start our conversation with, Clark.
Yeah, I think it's really amazing how big the game has become, and it's something that as a family we think a lot about those early Super Bowls, which my dad had a chance to be part of, and of course he was part of really helping create the Super Bowl with the founding of the American Football League. And I think he would be shocked in terms of how big it's grown. But you're exactly right, Rich, how it impacts everybody who gets to be a participant in the big game.
What do you think he would think about knowing that the first ever three-peat in the history of a game that he helped create and also dub the Super Bowl? What would your dad be thinking with the opportunity that your team has in front of it this week?
Yeah, he would be absolutely thrilled. I had the chance to enjoy the Chicago Bulls 2 three-peats with him. My dad was one of the original investors in the Bulls, and he and my mom loved going to Chicago to cheer on the Bulls, particularly during the Michael Jordan era. And of course, they got to enjoy 2 three-peats, and it was so special for them. And it would be hard to put into words what having his Chiefs have the opportunity to win 3 Super Bowls in a row. I think he would be beyond words.
What would a three-peat mean to you?
I think it would really be a credit to Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, his teammates for the work that they put in. Not only over the last 3 years, but really the entire time that they've been with our organization. The two of them are tremendous leaders. One is our head coach. One is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And I think it would just, validate their relationship and the fact that as a head coach and quarterback, they're one of the greatest combinations in the history of the National Football League.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.